CEOs of public companies, I got an important announcement for you, an important message for you that's going to be life changing. Look, are you having this problem? Are you putting out news releases? Are you putting out great news and the market is not reacting? Is the market just does not care about your news? Your news doesn't get seen. Why is that? And how can that be helped? Watch this video and I will help you. Okay, look, here's the problem. Right now, you're putting out news, and I don't care what Business Wire, Globe News Wire, any of these people are telling you. When you put out a press release, nobody sees it. Okay. The only people, again, let me repeat myself. The only people who see your press release are your existing shareholders. Maybe if they type in your symbol, because otherwise there is no other way to see a press release. Your press release can't be seen unless somebody types in that thing on their computer and they see that news release. Okay. It just doesn't pop up magically to billions of people. I know that's a fantasy. It's the fantasy and wet dream that these news wires are trying to sell you. They're scamming you. Okay. They're not scamming you. In theory, yes, it could, your press release could be seen by 100 million, but it's not. However, why is it that Wall Street Reporter's clients, how is it that our clients' press releases do get seen by those millions? Literally, millions and millions of investors are seeing our clients' press releases. And that's resulting in massive increases in their stock price. By the way, look, I've done this consistently for countless companies. They call me the $1 trillion man. You know why they call me the $1 trillion man? I've created over $1 trillion in shareholder wealth over the last 25 years. I'm not doing this. I'm doing this longer than 2 weeks. I don't know if you know this, but I'm doing this for quite a while. Wall Street Report, the brand has been around 180 years, since 1843. It's the most trusted brand in financial media, 1843. And we've been online 25 years. So look, and we have an unparalleled track record bringing investor stocks that have increased 10x or more. That's what we're known for. And just look, in the last 2 years, we've had 9 stocks that increased between 1,000 and 5,000%. And way too many doubles, triples, five. I can't even count those. I don't really care about those. I don't consider that winning. A 5x, 500% is not a winning stock to me in my book. 10 baggers or more is what I'm looking for. So how is it that we're getting massive eyeballs on our stocks? Very simply, very simple. Look, I'm going to share a little secret with you. Now, look, we do this in a very unique way. I know somebody's going to tell you, yeah, they do this. No, they can't do this. They cannot do this. Trust me. There's nobody that's doing this. There's the reason why we're getting the results. Okay, look, we basically, we have something called a news syndication program where we include your news, your CEO interview in a kind of a package, in a little package along major industry leaders, which have 50,000 plus followers. They're trading millions of shares a day. Are you following along so far? Okay. What that means is when we put out one of these news features, it gets seen by at least 50,000 people, 50,000 investors who own those stocks that are related to yours. If you're following along, if you have any kind of marketing sense, I think you know where I'm going with this. The bottom line is your stock now was, first it was seen by nobody. Now it gets seen by 50,000 plus eyeballs in one of these new syndications, right? But it doesn't stop there. And it actually starts there because we do this week after week. What does that mean? It means your news, your milestones, achievements, that gets noticed by hundreds of thousands of investors week after week now. And it's cumulative, okay? Because we don't just do this as a one-shot deal. We do this for 6 months. So you're talking about, I don't know, let's do the math. Let's say it's really 50, it's really, I say it's 50,000, but it's an average, it's about 100,000 plus eyeballs. So you're talking about 400,000 per month, 6 months, about 2 million. Let's say it's only half. Let's say it's 1 million. So it's 1 million investors are going to be seeing your stock. They're going to be discovering, they're going to be actually forced. They're being forced. I'm not putting a gun to their head quite, but they are being forced to discover your stock. And how many of them are going to buy your stock? About 0.5%. So 1% of 1 million is 10,000. You're going to get about 5,000 buyers over that 6 months, which roughly works out to, I don't know, 5,000 times 5,000, about 25 million cumulative buying, which that's enough to move a stock, but that's the start. That's the direct buyers. That's the first time buyers. What really is going to happen is, and here's the big secret. All those people, the million plus, a percentage of them half percent will buy right away. But a bigger percentage will put you on their watch list. And that, my friends, is what we want. We want your stock on the watch list of 50,000 plus investors. I want your stock being watched by 50,000 plus eyeballs, maybe even 100,000. Okay. What does that mean? Those 50,000 to 100,000, they're watching your stock. They might like your story. If they're taking a watch and wait attitude, they're taking a watch and wait attitude, which they should, because they're smart. They know that these stocks are risky. They've gotten burned a couple of times, right? They've gotten burned. And what they want to do is they want to watch and see if you're actually consistent. They want to see if you're consistent, if you're developing milestones, if you're reaching that inflection point. Okay. They want to see that. And in fact, if you do execute, if by a miracle you actually do what you say you're promising, imagine that. If you actually accomplish what you say you're going to do, which very few CEOs actually do, because look, most of you guys watching this are mooch bums. We know this. Who are we kidding? Right. So might be only 5% of the people watching this are actually qualified to actually be clients of Wall Street Reporter. So look, what's going to happen is this. Those thousands of eyeballs watching your stock, they got their arms folded, watching and waiting to see if you're for real. What's going to happen is as you actually achieve these milestones, and your stock obviously is going to start going up, because we also have a lot of buyers. We've got a lot of buyers in our audience, right? So now your stock price is going up. Now it goes up from, I don't know, it was $1 when we started. Now it's $2. Now it's $3. All those watchers now start buying because they got the FOMO, fear of missing out, greed and fear. They see you're making achievements. They see you're accomplishing, right? They see your milestones being met. They see, wow, this guy is for real. We better climb on board before we miss out. Hello. That's how markets work. That's how bull markets are created. Bull markets climb a wall of not just worry. They say, no, bull markets climb a wall of greed and fear. Bull markets climb a wall of greed and fear, a ladder, I should say. Bull markets climb a ladder of greed. Actually, I coined that. Yeah. Bull markets climb a wall of greed and fear. Fear of missing out. That's right. Fear of missing out. And all of a sudden, your stock is going to $4 or $5, maybe $10, and you become our next success story. Now, it's not just your stock price going up, because what happens now is, now that your stock price is up, it means you can raise $20, $50 million instead of doing it at I don't know, maybe you were at a 50 million valuation when we started with you. You were at 50 million then. Now you're at 250 or 300 or $500 million. Maybe you're at $1 billion valuation. We've had a couple of companies just in the last couple of months that they went from 100 million to $1 billion plus. The B, right? The Billionaires Club, right? Why can't you? Why can't you join them, right? What are these guys doing that you can't do? They're just human beings. They go to the bathroom just like you go to the bathroom. They put on their pants one leg at a time like you do, right? Well, we all came from the same place. We're all going to the same place. Why not make it epic? Why not make it an epic, legendary adventure? If you want to join me in an epic, legendary adventure, if you want to create shareholder wealth, like really, if you want to be a winner, get in touch. See you at the top, my friends.